Love this podcast? Support this show through the Acast supporter feature. It's up to you how much you give, and there's no regular commitment. Just click the link in the show description to support now.
Lios enchim Aniavu. Greetings, everyone. May the Creator bless you all. And welcome to my podcast, the Good to E Medicine Podcast. I'll be your host, Pete Rodriguez.
All my native people stand up. All my native people stand up.
Yep, that's me. I'm walking through the Huya, Ania desert world here in southern Arizona in Tucson. Decided to come out. It's a Sunday. Really nice day. I was in the studio at home set up, but I wanted to get out. I was ready to record, but I wasn't feeling it, so just decided to come out for a little walk here. Sorry if there's a lot of background noise. It's a little breezy. Try to walk away from the main road here. About a little more than a quarter mile away from the road, but you can still hear some traffic. Maybe I'll just record the podcast while I'm out here. So in this episode, let's do this. I wanted to talk about Sacheen Littlefeather. It's been on my mind for a little while, ever since it blew up all over social media. And Jacqueline Keeler's, Pretendians list that came out. I think it's been a while. I don't even know when it came out. Maybe like 2 years ago, maybe. Jacqueline has a little bit of context. She has a list made out of it's on a Google Doc. I think it was taken down, but she has a list of individuals that are claiming to have Native or indigenous Native American ancestry, or from an enrolled tribe here in the U.S. And it's an extensive list, and a lot of the people there, it goes from academics to actors to professors to you'd have to check out the list. There's an extensive list, and it's all of them. Jacqueline claims they are pretendians. They are not real Native or Indians. They are pretendians. And it blew up all over Twitter. And actually Yaqui, #Yaqui blew up over Twitter. Also in the last year or so. I've been on Twitter since 2009. I just checked. That's been a long time. And I've never seen so much activity and comments about the Yaqui tribe, my tribe, since this whole fiasco, I guess, with Sacheen, pretending. Well, first of all, may she rest in peace, her soul. She's no longer with us in this world, Sacheen. So I won't be disrespectful to her or her family. And all my opinions here on this podcast are my own. I don't speak for the tribe. I'm not a holy man. I'm not a medicine man. I'm not a elder of the tribe, even though I am an elder. Technically, been on this earth more than half a century, so I just want to share my knowledge. I think this is a good platform. Share my knowledge and experience, and also bring on guests to be on this platform so they can share their knowledge and experience as well. Because they are a lot smarter than I am, that's for sure. And they have a lot of good knowledge. So thank you to all the guests that have been on this podcast since the start. So back to Sacheen. So Yeah, a lot of chatter on Twitter, native Twitter, hashtag native Twitter. It's died down significantly, but it was really bad, especially when Jacqueline Keeler, the journalist, she made a post. I think it came on the San Francisco Chronicle about Sasheen Littlefeather and pretending to be Apache / Yaqui. And she did a whole post that came out on San Francisco. I think it was the Chronicle. And she did I guess an article on that. And she got a lot of flack. She was using colonial ways. How dare she put this article out there after Sasheen just passed? Who is she? She's a witch hunt. She's conducting a witch hunt. Who is she to be doing all of these terrible things? And then people came out of the woodwork on Twitter. They gained new followers. They called her out. Some people even I read one person got a lot of likes and retweets and became Twitter famous overnight. Literally. I was like, okay, wow, this is really blowing up. In all my years on Twitter, since 2009, I've never heard anyone speak about Yaqui so much. I personally never heard of Sasheen Littlefeather, let alone her being a tribal member of the Yaqui tribe, or saying she is. Honest to 100% true. I just speak honesty and truth here, but yeah, I've never heard of her at all, ever. I check Wikipedia. Yeah, a good source to check, but anyways. Yeah, I checked. I'm like, who is Sasheen Littlefeather? The whole Marlon Brando Academy Awards thing. I'm like, okay. And then the apology, and then I saw all of that. Got a lot of media attention. Oh, okay. Sasheen. I'm going to take a little break. Never heard of her. And she says she's Yaqui. Okay. All right. So I'm not one to say who isn't Yaqui, not Yaqui, Apache, not Apache, other tribe. If you have Yaqui blood running through your veins, then you are Yaqui, even if it's not enrolled. If you come from Yaqui lineage, then you're Yaqui. You have the same blood in your veins that I do. That makes you Yaqui. This is my opinion. That's my view. And that goes for any other indigenous tribe. So back to Sasheen. So it blew up. Jacqueline got a lot of flack, and I gotta hand it to her. She's really brave for coming out and making this pretendians list. I mean, really brave. I really give her kudos to make this list. I'm like, wow. It's really good. Who else is on it? I remember there's academics, actors, like Johnny Depp's on there. Sasheen's on there. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I've seen the list. There's some prominent people in there. Academics. They've been called out, they've been called out, and they don't have legit status for any tribe. And they've been called out, and they've gotten in trouble. Some people have lost their jobs, their status, whatever, acting roles, which is if you're lying, first of all, I really can't stand people that lie, or liars in general. It's really, really bad in my book if you lie. Liars are the worst. This is my own opinions. They're the worst. So if you're lying to gain roles in Hollywood, movies, gain status, money about something you're not, or you're not from, then yeah, you should get called out. Yeah, 100% get called out. You're not saying who you are just to make some money, make some status, get more roles, get that degree, get that grant, whatever you want to, and you want to lie about it just to further yourself in that way, then yeah, I think you should get called out on it. And a lot of people have. So going back to Jacqueline, yeah, she's brave for doing this. So I do give kudos her for that. You know, I'm not one to say who does what and how, but it's out there. It is what it is. It's out there. So let me take a little break. I am on a hiking trail, so I had a gentleman walk by. Hey, how's it going? Hey, boy.
How's it going?
Good.
You recording?
I am.
Oh, sorry.
But I can edit it out.
Oh, okay. Just want to say hi.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. What are you using there? Is that the Zoom?
Yes, it is.
I love those. I've got a couple of those for the video stuff.
Test. Yeah, I only have like one bar left, but I'm recording.
Oh, okay.
I was just recording some stuff for the podcast.
Oh, nice.
But, yeah, I just edited out. Well, maybe I'll keep it. Hi, little boy.
He's a new puppy, so
I know, he's so beautiful.
trying to teach him how to behave around people.
Be careful for
He's
the
not mean,
choyas.
he's just loving.
Be careful for the choyas.
I know. He's learning about cactus.
There's a lot.
I know. I'll leave you alone.
Okay.
All right, buddy.
It was nice seeing you. So back to the episode. Yeah, I'm on a hiking trail. That was my buddy Bobby Soltero. He does a video production here in Tucson. So if you want really awesome video production, any type, go check him out. Soltero Productions. I've known him for many, many years. But yeah, going back to the episode, Sasheen. So yeah, getting called out. If you're doing something like that, yeah, shame on you, shame on you, shame on you. Get called out. And, you know, there's a lot of talk about, well, Jacqueline uses genealogy. Her methods aren't legit, you know, whatever, you know. At least she's trying to do something. You know, that's the part I like about the list. You know, she's trying to call out these people that are doing wrong in Indian country. I don't know if she's necessarily the person. They say, well, you know, she's not the person to be doing this. Who should be doing this? The tribes? You know, should they go, I don't want to say after these pretendians? Maybe the tribes should. Do they have jurisdiction, so to speak, to call out these people and say, hey, Pete, I saw you starting that new movie. It gained $20 million in the box office. Are you really Yaqui? You mean the tribe? I mean, that's legit. You know, they can do that. The Apache tribe, Yaqui tribe, the Dene, Hopi. You know, it is what it is. The list is out there. You can probably find it. I'm not sure where it's available, but it's out there. And some people have been called out and they have lost their credentials, credibility. And yeah. So those are my thoughts. Yeah, if you're lying, shame on you. You should be called out for whatever reason, whatever game. And kudos to Jacqueline. She's doing a job a lot of people would not ever do for their career or their life. And she's really brave for doing that. A lot of people disagree. You can agree or disagree. That's, perfectly fine. Just like the podcast. You can listen to it or not. You can turn it off and go listen to another podcast. Perfectly fine with me. So, wrapping up this episode and my little hike out here. I didn't think I was seeing anybody out here. But the wind seemed to die down, so I am walking in the desert. Let's see. It's beautiful out here. Gorgeous day. Actually, I'm working up a sweat. But I did want to finish up with the whole sashimi thing. Twitter is slow. It slowed down. I knew it was gonna slow down. It just got its fame and pretendian sashimi little feather. May she rest in peace. She traveling to the other worlds in our Yaqui culture. So, I did want to mention that on our culture, our beliefs, we don't have like it's a blend of Catholicism and our indigenous beliefs. It's a really unique beliefs that we have here on the Yaqui tribe. It's a little blend of everything. Like I always mention, when the Jesuit missionaries came over in Mexico and tried to bring Catholicism to the merciless savages, the Yaquis, our ancestors, they only kept what they wanted to from the missionaries, and everything else they're like, nah, we don't want that. We're gonna keep our beliefs. We don't want that there's only heaven and hell, and if you sin you're gonna go straight to hell and you're condemned forever, blah blah blah. We don't want that. We're gonna keep our other beliefs, so indigenous beliefs. So I'm very happy. It's a good blend. So in our culture, in our beliefs, there is no heaven, there is no hell. You go to another life. You go to the Sewailo, the flower world, where there's a bunch of flowers. Sewas only. If you are a good person, you live a good life in this world. So, if you don't, let's say, if you do some bad things in this world, maybe lie that you're probably doing something bad. You might not live a good life here in this world. You still travel to Sawailo. But if you did good, you'll meet Brother Deer and he will guide you to the other worlds. Beautiful giant saguaro in front of me. I need to take a break. So you will go to the other worlds, Sawailo. You will see Brother Deer. He will guide you. There'll be plenty of flowers if you did good in this world. If you did not so good, our beliefs say you will go. You will see some weeds. Not too many flowers. You'll see some weeds. Some pricklies, a little bit of thorns. You won't find Brother Bear very easily. He won't be there to greet you. You'll have to go looking for him. But you'll find him eventually in the other world and guide you to the other worlds and meet your ancestors and your family. But so hopefully you enjoyed this episode of the podcast, a little bit of my thoughts on the whole pretendians, little feather controversy, hype, whatever you want to call it. I mean, those are the sounds of the wind blowing through the giant saguaro in front of me. Hopefully the mic's picking it up. It sounds really neat. Sounds really nice. But those are my thoughts. I hope you enjoyed this episode. We'll see how this comes out. And it's so beautiful. I just take a quick minute to look around. I'm going to keep the audio going. Maybe we can pick up some more neat. But that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it for the episode. Hope you enjoyed it. So I was speaking from the heart, as I always do. Those are my thoughts. Nothing written down. Nothing pre-recorded or anything. Just walking through the desert on a nice Sunday afternoon. Breezy. It's really breezy. There's a incoming storm coming in. It's supposed to be really cold today. So thank you all for listening. And Patreon. Oh, my Patreon subscribers. Thank you all. Also for being on Patreon. I haven't recorded an episode in a while. Been super busy with the business work and the holidays.
All my native people stand up. All my native people.